Okay, so the last exercise is just to train you again to write to multiple files. So they're saying use the data from the previous exercise that we did now, but instead of creating one file, so in our case, the 3 sequences.FASTA file where we wrote all the sequences into, they want you to write each of them into separate files, which is something that we would also normally do, depending on what you're busy with. Obviously, if you're doing something like a multiple sequence alignment, you would probably use this method that we just finished. But in most cases, we tend to keep species separate from each other. So they want you to create 3 separate FASTA files. And then the names of the files they're giving you, it should be the name of the sequence header names with the extension .FASTA. So then, for example, if you had human, cat, and dog, it would be human.FASTA, dog.FASTA. It's just here they've used the ABCs. Okay, so if you haven't done it, again, it's really simple, and it's better to do some of it than to just sit here and think that you're going to learn to program by just watching how it's done. Even if it's your first time, it's better to just do one line, even just attempt it. Okay, so again, like I said, most of the times you will reuse your code. So here we've already done this part. We've already done most of it, so we could have just copied, which is what I did. You could have just copied with comments and all, everything that you've done in the previous one, except now you are going to open 3 output files instead of one, and name each one appropriately according to the sequence header. So I've again used my escape characters, and don't forget, with open uses a colon and then indentation follows. So there needs to be an indentation, 1 tab. Normally you would set it up in your IDE to be 3 spaces or tab, 4 spaces or a tab. Very important, I'm going to say that again, 4 spaces or a tab, but it's better to use tab. And it must be consistently a tab or 4 spaces. You can't use tabs on the one line and then 4 spaces, or start with 4 spaces and then you think, oh no, this is tiring, I'm just going to switch to tab. The one that you start with should be followed with throughout that script that you're writing. So choose at the start. Okay. And yeah, I don't think I really need to go over much of this. I've opened my 3 files for writing. This notation should be familiar to you based on what we did previously with open. You open your file as whatever you're going to call it when you're going to write to it, and then you say outfile.write, and you write this line that we previously wrote all to one file. You write it all to the individual files, and I think, yeah, that's this is just me showing you the solution. And again, these are at the back of the Python for Biologists book, which is in the link below. So if you want to have a thorough explanation of each line because you're getting stuck, then you can refer to that book or comment below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Okay, then if you are going to look at the notes in GitHub, there's some extra notes that I put in there for an extra way to do this exercise by using a library called OS that you can import that shows you how to, I'm not going to go through it here, but it will show you how you can use the os.path.exist and os.make directory. So basically, to just in case you're busy programming or writing a script and then you realize, you know what, my desktop is getting flooded, I'm putting multiple files to this desktop and I'm going to have to find it. I want to create a directory or file that all of these files are going to go into. And I don't feel like going out of the command line or whatever I'm busy with now to go and create it there. You can use this particular library in order to say, while you edit, create this directory if it doesn't exist, and put all of the output files into this new directory. So just have a look at that as well. It is in our GitHub, and our GitHub page is also, the link to it is also at the bottom. Other than that, I hope that you enjoy the exercises at the back of the book and that you that you enjoyed the session with us, and we'll see you again in the next one. We will be doing conditionals or any of the other ones that you choose to watch. Bye bye.